सर्वेभ्यः नमो नमः। इदानीम् अद्य अन्तिमं भागं वयं पश्यामः। श्रीस्तुतौ पञ्चविंशतिपद्यानि सन्ति इति भवन्तः सम्यक् जानन्ति। इदानीं विंशतितः पञ्चविंशतिपर्यन्तम् अर्थम् इदानीं प्रकटयामः, अर्थम् अवगच्छामः। यथा पूर्वं प्रथमं स्वामी वेदान्तदेशिकस्य कवितार्किकसिंहस्य कवितार्किककेसरिणः वेङ्कटनाथस्य वेदान्ताचार्यस्य बहूनां ग्रन्थानां श्रीकोशानां मध्ये श्रीमहालक्ष्म्याः स्तुतिः इति नाम्नि स्तोत्रत्रयं भवति इति पूर्वं मया उक्तम्। एवम् इदानीं ह्यः 19तमे पद्ये अर्थम् उक्त्वा इदानीम् आरभ्यते 20तमं पद्यं। वयं पश्यामः। अत्र प्रथमं तनियन् उच्यते। तनियन् इति तमिळ् भाषायाम् एवं व्यक्तितया पृथक्तया स्वामी वेदान्तदेशिकस्य प्रशंसां कुर्मः। प्रशंसा तु तस्य पुत्रेणैव रचिता इति भवद्भ्यः इदानीं निवेद्यते। एवं संस्कृतेन किञ्चित् वक्तव्यमिति एवम् इदानीं पश्यामः। श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा कृति। यथा पूर्वं प्रथमं पद्यं सेवामहि, न केवलं पठामः, सेवामहि। मानातीतप्रथितविभवां मङ्गलं मङ्गलानां वक्षपीठीं मधुजैनो भूषयन्तीं स्वकान्त्या प्रत्यक्षानुश्रविकमहिमप्रार्थिनीनां प्रजानां श्रेयो मूर्तिं श्रियमशरणत्वां शरण्यां प्रपद्ये। प्रथमं नमस्कारं करोति स्वामी वेदान्तदेशिकः, प्रपत्तिं करोति, शरणागतिं करोति। शरण्यां प्रपद्ये कथं सः भवति अशरणः। अस्माकं योग्यता तु वयं सर्वे अशरणाः। एवम् अन्यस्मिन् पद्ये भवन्तः दृष्टवन्तः अनितरगतिः। I have no destination, I have no succor, I have no shelter, any other shelter, and therefore we go to Goddess Mahalakshmi. So now we skip to 20 straight away. And today being the final session of Sristuti, I would expect many participants who would benefit according to general opinion that the last session of any class, if it is attended, will give the full benefit of attending all the classes. Therefore, so let me take the 20th verse. So this is a personal worship. Therefore, already Prapadye was used in the first verse. Now Seve. O Goddess Devi, Aham Seve. This is the beauty in Sanskrit when you use a particular verb in particular person in particular number, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam, and particular person, third person, second person, first person. You can easily understand the subject. So, Seve is what we call Uttama Purushaha Ekavachanam, namely, I worship, I salute, I do service. Seve. Seva is service, as you know. Kainkaryam, as we say in the words. So, Seve Devi. Now we are talking about the divine feet of the goddess Mahalakshmi. So, now look at the words. Somebody was asking in Sri Paduka Sasram, please give Anvayaha, the prose order. Because of the time limit, I'm not explicitly giving the prose order, but I'm reading the prose order. So how do you read a verse in Sanskrit? Generally, you take the subject into consideration as the first word, and the object in as the second word, verb as the third word. This is what we call in English also SOV. That is the pattern. Now we are taking about this SOV, namely, what do I worship? Say, O Goddess Mahalakshmi, what do I worship? Te Pada Padmam, your lotus feet. Te, your Pada foot, Padmam lotus. Pada Padmam is lotus feet, since there are 2 feet, a pair of feet. Again, this is a very beautiful word because if you say the feet are like lotuses, then there is what we call comparison called simile. What we call in Sanskrit Upama Alankara, the figure of speech called simile, S-I-M-I-L-E. It is not smile. But as you read about Sristuti, you must have a smile. So Pada Padmam, so the lotus feet. Suppose we say lotus feet is feet are exactly the lotuses. They are not even feet, they are lotuses. So there are at least 4 similarities which we say. Coolness of the lotus flower because it is in water. The brightness of the flower, the beauty of the flower, the color of the flower, and also smell of it. If you take all these similarities, it becomes simile. When you say the feet are lotus, then it is called Rupakam in Sanskrit, meaning metaphor in English. Urvagam in Tamil. That means there is nothing different from the lotus and the feet. The lotus are congruently equal to the feet. So this is how we understand. That means when you see the lotus feet of Mahalakshmi, you remember only lotuses, not feet. All the good qualities of the lotus are found there. So you see the flowers only there, not feet. That should be what we call metaphorical state. So that is the beauty here. So this pair of lotus feet, I now worship. But do you have any background? Are there more people to worship your feet? Tridasha Mahila Mauli Mala Architam Te. Many people garlanded the feet. Mala Architam. They are worshipped with garland, Mala. How? What Mala is there? Mauli Mala. Mauli. Mauli is what we call the crown. Even the ladies of the gods, where is the word God? Tridasha. There are 3 conditions for the age of the gods. One is Shaishavam, then Tarunyam, and Yavvanam. That's all. They don't become old. We have 4 stages. So we have childhood, youthhood, adulthood, and old age. They don't become old. Neither they are mortals because they have taken nectar. So 3 dasha. Now please remember 3 dasha you have to add a plus here. So 3 dasha meaning gods and their wives, Mahila. Mahila Stri. Aurat is in Hindi, So Mahila. So all the families of gods came and saluted with their crowns placed on near the divine feet of Mahalakshmi. And that becomes a great garland. There are 33 crores of gods placing their crown in what we call in order, looks like a garland around the divine feet of lotus feet of Mahavishnu. So it is not that I worship anew. First time I am worshipping the gods, the divine feet, the divine lotus feet, but all the gods in heaven are worshipping. Then what is the purpose of, what is the advantage of worshipping your feet? Te pada padma. Siddhi kshetram. It is a place of success. When I bow down to your lotus feet, I become successful in life. Siddhi is success. Siddhi also you can say some miracles that can be performed. You can walk on water, you can fly in sky, you can make yourself very light, you can make yourself very heavy. So Shamita, then what about? So Shamita Vipada. So we have got plus benefits and minus also is benefit. What is that? What happens? Vipat is, as you know, understand in other Bharatiya Bhasha, accidents, vipat, danger. So vipadam, of the dangers, of the risks, of the accidents, shamita, they have been reduced. So our troubles have been reduced. So yesterday, I think in the session, I explained to you the Bhagavad Gita word term, namely yoga kshema. I become rich and I should not become poor again. By spending a lot of money and wasting the wealth, I should not become a pauper. And therefore, so our troubles are removed, Samita, they are reduced. All troubles are not completely removed 100%. Then you will say, what is the use of this divine thing? See, at least the goddess Mahalakshmi, by worshipping her divine lotus feet, makes us to bear the difficulty, bear the pain. That should be the advantage. So we have some, say, troubles, health troubles, and also the other troubles, life troubles. So when the number of troubles is reduced, then we feel great relief. That is very important. Then sampadam siddhi kshetram, sampad again already we saw that. So the wealth, any kind of wealth is called sampad. Your property, as you say, the place to live, residence, own house. Then you have easy transport. And therefore, wherever you want to go, you have facility. Today, Ola, Uber, Nammayatri are my vehicles, public vehicles. I easily go from one place to another. So the sampath is there, that at least facility is there. No? So sampadam padam. So the lotus feet of the Lord Goddess, namely, have got a lot of advantages and lot of what we call historical background that all gods with their wives worshipped with garlands of their crowns. And then what do we do? See, looking at all the people worshipping goddess at her divine lotus feet, we are not ready to bow down our head. We are not. See, look at how you salute your teacher or your elders on the road. Some people say, place their hand on chest. That is not the way of salute. You say palms together. We have some objects like what we call always carrying a mobile. So do this. You are not supposed to say hi, hello, Hell. It is not Hell. So let us have a bow of the head. A bow of the head. So how much bow? So normally in Sashtanga Namaskara, as you understand, that we touch our head on the floor while saluting the elders, teachers, preceptors, and so on. But here we are doing with a small nod of head. Ishan, Ishan, a little. Yasmin, Yasmin, that means Pada Padme, in the divine feet, lotus feet. Ishan, little. Many people I observed today in Bangalore, while they visit temples, they remove their shoes, chappals, what we call the footwear, stand on the road, have a salute, and go. So for this also, one the Parasara Bhatta, who was the priest in the Srirangam temple, said, Goddess Mahalakshmi is just bowing her head with a little shame that she has not granted the boons that a person on the road said this. The goddess feels very sad that she did not understand the intention of the devotee, why he saluted her on the road like this without entering into the sanctum sanctum, without entering into the temple. So he shut a little, namita, so bend down, shirasaha head. Now, why we must bend our head? Because the head only, what we call, contains the thought of egoism and sense of possession. So we have what we call the rights to property. I am so and so. I have a status. So I am rich. These are my properties. So we have Shira. So the head is important, responsible for our bad qualities. Because the head and heart join together and produce bad thoughts. I know everything. I blame others. You don't know anything. So we are haughty. We are proud. I know Sristuti by heart. Do you know? I ask with insult. So now what do we do? Saluting the goddess divine feet, lotus feet, by just one nod, we spend our whole life. Shariram vyapayitva. We spend, yapayitva is spend, that is spend in vain our body, shariram. What is the shariram for? What is the body for? You must read a verse from Kulashekara verse, Mutundava. Jihve kirtaya kesavam. Why you have a tongue? Jihve kirtaya kesavam. Muraripum. What is the purpose of your mind? Chedo bhajas sridhar. Why you have two hands, beautiful hands? Panitvalda samarchaya achyuta katha. Then what is the use of your ears? Achyuta katham shrotradvayatvam sudum. Why do you have eyes? Krishnan loke. Lochana. Why do you have legs? Go to the temple of Lord Vishnu. Harehe Gacha Alayam Ingri. What is the purpose of your nose? Jigragrana Mukunda Pada Tulasim. So the basil leaves that were offered to the divine feet of Lord Thirunarayanan and Mahalakshmi, they have to be smelt by your nose. There is no other purpose of your nose. Not to have bad smell from the road, from the what we call garbage lodge. How much bad smell do you have? So the purpose of the nose is to smell good things. The aroma of Lord's prasada, blessings. So we say Shariram, so Jigragrana Mukunda Pada Tulasi. Then what is the use of your head? Murdhan Nama Adhoksha. Nama Adhoksha. Bow down. Don't be proud of yourself. So what happens to us when we do that? After our life here, Vartishyante, we will be, they will be, or here actually they will be. Where? Pade, in a position. What position? Vitamasi Pade. All of us will be wise. All will have gained wisdom. What is the wisdom? Spiritual wisdom. We could understand who God is, who Mahalakshmi is. So Vitamasi, Tamas is darkness of ignorance. Vitamasi, without ignorance, without the darkness. In Sanskrit, V is what we call Upasarga. rather your letter added prefix as prefix, then we say we have got two opposite meanings. You can say my ignorance is very heavy. You can also say vitamas, and you can also say there is no darkness of ignorance. So where is the position now? Vasudevasya pade, Vishnu pade, Vaikunthe, Nitya Vibhuti. It's called Nitya Vibhuti, Nitya Vibhutya. Then if we are all reaching the abode of Lord Vishnu, then what are we? What are we? Dhanya, lucky people, fortunate people, blessed people we are. That or just we worship the divine feet of looking like lotus, because it reduces our troubles. It is a successful place and it gives us all kinds of riches. And it is enough that you bow down a little from by your head, and therefore it is we become lucky. So we go to the next one. Sanuprasa prakatitadayehi. Now he addresses again Vedantadeshika Swami. He addresses again Mahalakshmi as Mother, Amba. Amba is Mother. Mother is more affectionate as understood in your life, and as I told you many times in this the last four sessions. Now again, so what are we taking up here? The previous 20th verse, I worshipped the divine feet, just beautiful like lotus. Whereas now I am worshipping the side glances. Already there was a reference to side glance. So Katakshay, look at the word, last word, Katakshay. That is the main word, important word. So that all other words are, wherever the Tritiya Vibhakti are used, they are the adjectives for the Katakshay. Katakshay is, Kata is the corner of the eye is called Kata. Kata in Sanskrit also means man to lie down, M-A-T. So Katakshayi, Akshay is eye. No, Akshi means eye. In a compound word, it becomes Aksha. So Katakshayi on the side glances, in the last corners of the eye, when goddess Lakshmi looks at us, then what is happening? Sanuprasa prakatitadayehi. Always her looks are sympathetic. They never become furious. She doesn't become angry. She doesn't look at us with anger. So she always has a cool look. Daya, dayehi is there. So where is the pity? Prakatita. She revealed that pity in her eyes. How long did she reveal her pity? Sanuprasa, continuously. Sanuprasa, anuprasa means repetitively, again and again. So she was always showing, she is showing always sympathy towards us. Because we commit mistakes off and on, off and on. And then we seek pardon, we seek forgiveness, and then we seek solace. We surrender to the Lord Goddess. Oh, I have committed a mistake. Please forgive me. So continuously she is exhibiting her sympathy, grace, because we are also committing the same mistakes again and again. Then how is our look? Vatsalyam. You know Vatsalyam? Vatsaha means calf, C-A-L-F. A young one of the cow is called Vatsa, generally. And you can also call a human being, a human child also as Vatsa. Vatsa is a dear child. A child in the house is always adored. The youngest child in the house will be always cajoled. It will be favored. Whatever the child asks will be given. So Vatsalyam is affection. What kind of affection a cow has for the calf? As soon as it is born out of its belly, the mother cow licks the calf with her tongue, licks her calf all over the body. What is that? Why does it do it? In order that the calf grows soon. As soon as it is born, it is just not able to stand straight. It is rather shaking. Whereas soon after the whole body has been licked by the cow's tongue, mother cow's tongue, then it stands up immediately. The human child doesn't stand up immediately after birth. It takes a few months. No? First we lie down, then we turn upside down, then we crawl, then we take some support to stand, we fall down often, and then get up. It takes a few months. Whereas the calf gets up after a few minutes. And what is the affection of this cow? The cow licks the what we call, as we say in human terminology, placenta. Around the fetus, around the garbha, we have a very dirty liquid, as you understand. The liquid is necessary for the movement of the child in any womb, but that contains a lot of dirty particles. So, in spite of the dirty particles, the mother cow licks the that we feel very much disgusted to do that. You know, the nurse in the hospital takes the newborn baby and she gives a bath, and she knows how to give a bath. But suppose we are allowed to give a bath, what will we do? What will we do? We will feel something that no, I should not touch the child, which is full of dirty things. So if I say, so Sandra Vatsalya Digdhai. Now Digdha is besmeared with, means besmeared, P-E-S-M-E-A-R-E. So besmeared with affection, Vatsalya. How? Sandra, yeah, what we call a lot of affection, a big amount of affection. Sandra. So sometimes we want to say we love our friends. Then suddenly our friends get separated from us and we don't see them, we don't talk to them. Now I am trying to get my school friends all over the world. So recently, one of the classmates in the school came to contact with me through WhatsApp. Somehow I got the number from a person from abroad. So why is it this? Now we have started re-loving each another boy in our school. So why is it now Amba? Then Snigdhaihi. Again, you know how people treat with affection and love the youngsters. So we are all children of Goddess Mahalakshmi. Therefore, Snigdhaihi. Now, Snigdha is a word from the word Sneha. Sneha generally meaning friendship, as you know, but whereas the Sneha means oil. Sneha means oil. Suppose you touch an oil, it sticks to your fingers. No? If you touch the oil with your fingers, it sticks to you. You touch water, water does not stick to you because its viscosity is less, whereas the oil has more viscosity, concentration. The molecules are put together, bound together. Therefore, only when you wash your finger, then the oil will go off. So that is what we call snigdhehi, meaning affectionate, too much affectionate. The goddess sticks to us because we are her children. Then again what? So how was she born out of the Milky Ocean? Already we saw that she raised up from the ocean what you call Samplava Uchitam, Sudha Samplava Uchitam, that we had the word in the previous verse, the earlier verses. So Amrita, nectar, lahari, as we saw the word, Vibramam Vyaktayaste, Ichavego, Lasita lahari, Vibramam Vyaktayaste. That verse we saw in the last line of a verse. Lahari meaning Taranga, wave. So Amrita lahari, what we call nectar wave. Nectar wave is always sweet. Love the getting. So when we are born with a good person, suppose I have brothers and sisters, and when the sister is a good person and the mother is a good person, then I should also be good, naturally. So I must inherit the quality of the co-born. Rama was not a co-born to anyone. Lakshmana was a co-born to Shatrugna in Ramayana. Bharata was not a co-born. All of them are Bharatara. In English, we say cousin. For any relationship, we say cousin. We don't know what that relationship is. Then you explain that he is my uncle's son, uncle's granddaughter, and so on. So suddenly you say cousin, and you say second cousin. I don't know what is second cousin. So now, who studied in your school or college or university with some mates, classmates? So brahmachari, as you understand, not an unmarried man or a bachelor, as we say. So brahmachari meaning one who thinks of Lord or God 24/7. That's called brahmachari. Brahma acharati iti brahmachari. Brahma means Almighty. We think brahmacharyam is celibacy. That is without doing what is prohibited. If we remain as a young man or young lady, then we are called celibate. So brahmacharyam is celibacy. But here this is only what we call co-birth, born with. Mahalakshmi was born with nectar, therefore she is sweet. Nectar waves are sweet, and therefore she got the sweetness from the nectar waves. So generally you say that the nectarian waves got the sweetness from Mahalakshmi. Because Mahalakshmi is a sweet personality, the nectar also is sweet. We have not tasted that nectar, otherwise you would have become bathers. Okay. So now Katakshahi is given three adjectives. Sanuprasa Pradidaihi, Sandravatsalvidaihi, Snigdaihi, fourth adjective. Then Amritalagiri Lapsasarvamachari. Then now Vedantadeshika had a lot of trouble in his own life. He lived for 101 years. He was not always happy as we understand. He had enemies. He had opponents. He had what we call jealous poets. They harmed him out. One day, what they did was they hung a garland, Thoranam is in Sanskrit as well as in any other Bharatiya Bhasha. Thoranam, a garland on the threshold, on the entrance of his house, made up of old torn tivo or torn chappals, dirty chappals. So in those days, the house was having a low height of the door. So as you enter, your head should become very low. You must bow your head only to enter into the house. Those days, villages had such a door. Meaning that they wanted us to be humble. We should not keep our head aloft and say, no, I can do anything. So that is the principle why the door were not so tall as today. So the garland of chapels was hung, and then when the Vedantadeshika, when he entered into the house, his head touched the garland of chapels. The dirty chapels, used chapels. not fresh, new ones. What happened was he gave a verse, and everybody thought who prepared the government, they thought that he will get angry, he will curse us, he will run away from the house and so on. But he said a two-line verse. Karma valambakaha kechit. Some people follow what we call the discipline of action. Karma valambakaha kechit. A few people will follow the discipline of action as it is said in Bhagavad Gita. Karma, jnana, bhakti. So kechit jnana valambakaha. Some other people follow what we call the path of wisdom, the discipline of wisdom. Kechit jnana valambakaha. Then, what about you, sir? Oh, Vedantadeshika, if you ask him, Vayantu, Haridasana, Padaraksha Valambaka. It is enough that we need not perform the yoga, namely karma yoga, the discipline of action. I need not perform anything. So that doesn't mean that you should not perform, but it is just for the saying, just for saying. So I need not to go after books and approach presenters and read and gain wisdom. No, I need not do that. What is the simple thing I should do? I just touch the chapels of Haridasa, the slaves of the Lord. So we will be following the principle of touching the rather calling at the chapels, the what we call sandals, the shoes, the footwear of the devotees of the Lord. So every time when he was accosted with some catastrophe, he could win over it, escape it, and be successful. Now, how am I? Mom, look at the word mom, mom, me. Kshanam, yeah, for a moment, for a second, Kshanam. Gada Taptam. I have been burnt in the fire. Taptam. We saw the word Tapta Jamuna Daba. Mahalakshmi has the brightness of the molten gold, we saw. Whereas here now I am deeply burnt. Gada Taptam. Gada deeply Taptam burnt. I am in the fire. I have jumped into the fire. What is that fire? There are three fires. There are three fires around me. Tapatraya Vedachite. Tapa means fire or rather trouble. Traya, three. Virachite, prepare. Gharme. Now I am standing in the midst of three fires. When? In summer. Suppose you stand in the midst of fires in what we call December, for example, Dhanurmasa, that is very cool. You can just enjoy the heat. When your climate is cold, then you can enjoy the heat. Bangaloreans suffer sometimes by cold, often, because of this what we call the change of climate. So, Garme in the summer season, in the hot season, I am burnt by three fires. What are these three fires? There are three fires called Adi Bhautikam, physical, Adi Daivikam, God made, Adhyatmikam, the mental agony. There are three types of suffering, and that is called heat. Tapa. Tapa means heat. Tapanaha means sun, S-U-N. Sun god is called Tapana. So Tapatraya Virajite, God has come. I have been roasted in the three fires, fried in three fires. What are the three fires? Adi Bhautikam. Bhautikam. So sometimes I suffer by my body, physical body. Had some diseases, for example. So having studied Sanskrit, please understand I have no BP, no sugar. Diabetes and blood pressure and any disease for your imagination. Alzheimer's disease, the latest disease, Alzheimer's disease. And you can avoid it by reading the stotras and Sanskrit, especially Sristuti. So if you practice your mouth, lips, and tongue by reading Sanskrit sutras, you don't get any disease. That is also another advantage. So now I am burnt by three fires. What are Adi Bhautikam is what we call the five elements. Air, the Akasha, the sky, the space, ether, then fire, Tejas, then Prithvi, then earth, up is water, Vayu, wind. So with these five elements, what we call gross elements, we get some trouble. Suddenly there is a cyclone. Somebody was asking, is it a cyclone? Some word is asked. So cyclone. Suddenly you get what we call tsunami. So with all this what we call Adi Bhautikam. So physical suffering. The Adhyatmikam, that is, I see people suffering, other people suffer. Therefore, I have a mental affliction. I am sorry for their status, poor status. Adi Adhyatmikam. I am very sorry that I have not gained wisdom to reach God. I have not learned many things. My knowledge is very little. So Adhyatmikam. Then Adi Daivikam. There are very bad, what we call, happenings in our earth. Namely, suddenly a fire breaks up. For example, in what we call the crackers factory, we are going to celebrate Deepavali. Even today, children have started using crackers. They don't mind the sound, the jarring noise. Though it is banned between some hours, say night hours. So children are eager to play with crackers. They get sometimes injured. So this is what we call a fire. A big fire breaks out. A flood happens. Suddenly the river becomes floody, heavy pravaha. Then you have what we call plague in those days. The disease, what we said, what we experienced recently for 2 years, corona. The corona disease affected the whole world. That does not go into the reason, but the disease affected. Lakhs of people passed away. So that is Adi Daivikam, created by faith, created by the Lord Himself. Why did He create it? We don't ask. Because it is Leela. It's called Avantara Pralaya. A host of people are dead. So you have the what we call the whirlwind, tornado, the storm, the hurricane, the trees fall down. You don't get the electricity, nor the internet. Therefore, you suffer the sufferings. So it's all due to what we call natural calamities. And natural calamity in Sanskrit is called iti, two letters, two syllables, iti. If it is plural, itaya. So itaya is adi, daivikam. So these three fires I am now roasted with. And therefore, now what should you do? So please drench me with water. Because I am in the fire now. Pour water on me. How do you pour water on me? Oh Goddess Mahalakshmi, please look at me. Please have a blessing look, cool look. Katakshahi, Ardra Ekaha, Ardra meaning wet. So drench me with your cool look. So that I will escape from this. So what kind of Katakshahi? Again, another fifth one, namely Anagaihi, faultless. Agham means papam, sin. Aghar means faulty, Faulty. Anagaihi means without fault. So blemishless glances. When we look with what we call jealousy at others, then And our eyes are not good eyes. Our vision is not, our vision is bad. So we have jealousy over others. We envy others. We scold others. So that will be full of errors. So anagaihi kataksha. Now, why should I mean, what am I again? Now, mom is given the adjective. Akinchanya klapitam. Glapitam, affected by akinchanyam, helplessness. Kinchana means something. I don't know even that something. Nothing is with me. So akinchanyam, I'm a pauper, I'm poor. So akinchanya glapitam. This word is replaced in the first verse as Asharana. I have no shelter. Anitaragatihi. I have no other shelter to go. Anitaragatihi. But it is now stronger terms. So Akinchanya, that is the first step of total surrender. Namely, we must feel helpless. Not that it is a condition we should feel helpless. Because we feel helpless already. You have a wish, for example. You have a great wish, ambition. When you are not able to achieve, I'm not saying, sorry, negatively presenting Vedantadeshika's ideas. But please understand that we have inability to do many things. That you must understand. For example, I planned 5 verses each in this session, and I did not finish 20 yesterday. And actually, I skipped 3. So, this is all what we call Bhagavad Sankalpa, decision of the Lord, which we cannot transgress, disobey, and so on. So Akinchanya Klapitam. So I am already affected by what we call helplessness. Therefore, with your pure glances, Katakshi, side glances, please make me drenched. Please make me wet, cool with water, because I am now burnt by 3 fires. So Sampadyante Bhava Bhayatami Bhanavastha. Now we have a fear in life. We have a lot of fears in life. What will be our future? What will be our next move? What will I study? What job will I get? What is my old age life will be? What will be my old age life? Where will be I? Should I live in what we call aged people's home, or live with the children with what we call generation gap without misunderstanding? So now Baba is life. Baba means human life. Baba means Lord Shiva. Baba means Lord Vishnu. Babaha means husband. See, there are 4 meanings. Babaha means life. Babaha means Lord Shiva. Baba means Lord Vishnu. Baba means husband. Doesn't mean wife or friend. So because we sometimes we fear from the wife, bhaya fear. So now we have life fear, a morbid fear. What shall be our lot in our life? Immediately after the children are born, now I see many people having low salary in many places. I am wondering how they manage. They work very hard. They get less paid. That is a fear. What shall be our future? Will I get married with this small amount of salary, income? So Baba Bhayam. So this Bhayam becomes darkness. We are all in darkness. We are only nights of the life, not days of life. Nights of life. Stami. Then what happens? Now, in order to remove the darkness, what is necessary? Suns are necessary. S-U-N plural. Surya is necessary. Banavaha. Banu, Banava. Suns are necessary. For removing our pitch darkness, andhakara, we need a lot of sun. Look at the beauty of Goddess Mahalakshmi and God Mahavishnu. They are resplendent, effulgent, bright as crores of sun. Now, what are we talking about? The bhavaha. Bhavaha. Bhava is what you call feelings, as you understand. Emotions. So feelings, bhava. So whose bhava, whose emotions? It is goddess's emotion. So Bhagavati is addressing now, oh goddess. Already we saw he addressed Amba, the mother, Padme, a lotus born lady, Padme, Kamale, again a goddess carried by the lotus, Kamale. So we have had so many addresses. Here it says Bhagavati, oh God, oh goddess. So God's wife is goddess, Bhagavati, Bhagavan, Bhagavati. So Bhagavati, oh goddess, no, Sarve Bhavaha, all feelings, all emotions. That is all your affection, meaning all your affection. So what should they become? Tat Prasadat. First look at the first line. Tat Prasadat. By your grace, Tat your Prasadat, by grace. They will become what? Bhanavaha Sampadhyante. They become sons. In order to dispel the darkness of fear of our life. Bhava Bhaya Tami Bhanavastat. Now, what does it do in turn? First advantage or first action done by the emotions of the feelings of love and affection of the goddess toward the creations, not only the human beings, as we say, all creations, inanimate and animate things, they have the goddess showers her affection. And what else does it do? Do they do? Harau in the Lord. Hari is Lord. So in the Lord Mahavishnu, Bhakti Mudvelenta, they increase the devotion. As Mahalakshmi blesses us copiously, and therefore immediately we can start loving Mahavishnu. So it increases the emotions and feelings and affection of Goddess Mahalakshmi, increase our love towards, that is what we call the devotion towards Mahavishnu. Harav Bhakti Mudvelenta. Udvelenta. Just like we saw the word Vela. Vela Bhankam Prasamana Phalam Vaidikam Dharma Setum we saw that. And also Icha Veho Lasita Lakari. Vela we come across. Vela means ocean, Vela means the bank of the rather ocean, namely beach of the ocean, shore of the ocean. Vela means baby. So Udvelenta is rising wave. So our devotion increases manifold, many times. Then, so when your affection increases the devotion of Mahavishnu towards Mahavishnu, namely your husband, then Yache Kim Yache. What should I beg? Kim what? Yache beg. I beg. Yache. Kim Yache. Why should I beg? Because already you are showing affection towards us as children, as mother. So Tvam Kim Tvam Yache. What should I request you? What should I beg you? Tvam. Aham Tvam Kim Yache. Aham I. What should I beg of you? Here. That means in this life. I don't know about the past life. I don't know about the future life. I don't want any future birth here. I don't want, do not know what happened in my previous birth. So here in this earth, as I am born as a human being, Yataha, because Sheetalodara Sila. You are a cool lady for personality. Sheeta cool. Sheetala cooler. Sheetala Devi is also another name for some goddess. So Sheetala is cool. Then Udara is broad-minded, generous, munificent, big-hearted, Sheila character. So Sheetala Udara Sheila. So you are a cool personality, you are a great, generous personality. Now please remember this principle in life. You start appreciating someone, you get some help very easy. You scold someone, then you will become enemy of the person. So this is natural. Even when somebody does not deserve any appreciation, you say, you are a great person, you are a great scholar, you are a great teacher, you are a good person, you will always be helpful to others. Paropakari, you are a paropakari. Your aim is to help others only in life. So if you go on saying some what we call encomia, pouring appreciation on someone, you will get some benefits. If not immediately, later on, oh, he called me a good person, therefore I must help him. So Shitalo Dara Shiva. So you just appreciate the gods for not for nothing, so with some aim in mind. So what is that aim? Bhuyaha, bhuyaha, again and again. Muhuhu, muhuhu, punaha, punaha. These are all synonyms. Apadam, apahantaram, dataram, sarvasampadam, lokabhiramam, Sriramam, bhuyo, bhuyo, namamyam. All the preceptors, elderly people in our sampradaya tradition, advised us to salute the god or goddess every time, many times, often, frequently. Therefore, bhuyo, bhuyo. So what will you do? Tvam dishasi. Tvam is understood. Tvam dishasi, you show, you direct. What? Prabandhan, a series. I don't want money only for a particular time. Say for just 1 year you give money, afterwards you don't give money. No. So I want continuously the money flowing into my bank account. So Prabandhan, a series. What kind of series? Mangalana. All auspicious things. Whatever you think fit for me, you give. In order that I will be happy in life. How should I be happy in life? Define my happiness also. So make me happy. Last week, I saw a friend becoming what we call recluse, monk. I don't want to mention his name. He became a sannyasi. And he said, now he is very happy. And his relatives are also happy, his family is happy that he took to sannyasa. And that is for him auspicious. He felt that he must do service to the society by becoming a monk. Whatever happiness that you define for yourself is God from Mahalakshmi. Mahatam Mangala. What kind of auspicious? Great auspicious. Somebody wrote to me, a friend of mine from Srirangam wrote to me, sir, I want to become President of United States. I said first, when you become President of United States, please stop arms production. That's what I advised her. So I this. So the joke she said, I want to become President of United States, at least in dream. At least in dream. So that is not the. So Mahatam Mangalana Prabandha. So whatever we deserve, we must understand. Therefore, 22. Already time to finish. We will go to the next one. 23. These 23 to 25 are recited twice. Now, Devi, O goddess, Mata Tvam Asi. You are my mother. Mama is not there. May, sir, last letter, May is there. May. Bhagavan Vasudeva Pita. Very easy. You are my father. You have heard about Tameva Mata Pita Tameva. So you are my mother and your husband Vasudeva is my father. Now I am a child, Jataha, just now born, Jataha, just now born. Saha, such a type of man I am. What type of man? Already we saw that Akinchanya Glapitam. I have been affected by helplessness. I have been roasted in fire. So such a man I am. Aham Saha. Janani, O mother, already we said Amba. Then Yuvayoho Ekalaksham Dayaya. I must be your only target for your pity. Dayaya of sympathy. I must be the only target. Ekalaksham. This is looks like selfishness. But each one of us prays to the God of Mahalakshmi and we recite Sristuti, and therefore each one of us will get the sympathy of the gods. So, Yuvayoho of both of you, Ekalaksham. I must be the single target, single aim. You must concentrate on me only, nobody else, Ekalaksham. Because So now why did I surrender to you? Dattaha doesn't mean I've been given what we call for adoption, as you are the mother and the father. And I'm not an adopted child for you, but I have been entrusted to you. Dattaha, entrusted to you. Your responsibility is now to take care of me. Why? Who said it? Deshikaihi. My preceptors presented my me to you. Deshikaihi. So, what role I should play according to my preceptors? Yushmat Parijanataya. I must serve you. Parijana is servant. There are 81 words for servant in Sanskrit. Why 81? Because service is our norm. Servitude is our aim, should be the principle. Subservience, slavery should be our principle. Are we belittling ourselves as Bharatiya Janaha, as what we call it, belonging to this country? Should we be slave to other countries? No. We should be slave to the Lord, God and God. So Yushmat Parijanataya, your servant. So in order to do service to you, Api, Deshikaihi Api, not only I had the inclination to serve you, but my preceptors also entrusted me to you for with the responsibility of serving you. Api also. Ataha, therefore, from you, what do you do? So you are now asking. So Kim, are you? Kim is only for the question. Te, you are. Bhuyaha Priyam. Te, you are meaning. Now look at the word. Swami Vedantadeshika is pointed out by the word te. To you. Te to you. Or for you. Bhuyaha again. Already we saw the word Bhuyaha. Priyam iti. What is dear to you? What is liked by you? You know, on your Facebook, you have likes and dislikes. So, what is your likes? Priyamiti. Priyamiti. Iti thus. Kila indeed. Smeravatra. Look at Kanchipuram Mahadevi in the Sanctum Sanctorum. She is smiling. And you know, the smile comes in an inanimate object like what we call a stone, a metal, what we call 5 metals combined together. Panchaloka. Loha. Panchaloha. Panchaloka, Panchaloha. Loha is iron. With all other 4 metals, the divine figure is what we call constructed, molded. So it has a smile. How can you get a smile in inanimate objects? Only human beings can smile. But it is because of the bhakti devotion of the sculptor who made the figure. So smera vaktra, smera smiling. Already you saw the word smera. So vaktra, vaktram is face. Vakram is crooked. Vaktram is face. V-A-K-T-R-M. T-R-A-M is face. V-A-K-R-A-M is crooked. Bent. So smera vaktra is you are with a smiling face. Vibhasi Kushan. Very easy to understand this verse 23rd. So we repeat this twice in recitation. Now we have the two Palashruti verses. Kalyananam Avikalanidhi Kapi Karunyasika. All of you please mentally repeat after me. So Mata Devi Tamasi Bhagavan Vasudeva Pitame 23rd. Jatastoham Janani Vayor Ekas Laksham Dayaya. Dapto Ishpar Parijanataya Deshike Rapyatastam. Kimte Bhuya Primitikilas Meravatra Vibhasi. Now the 24th. Kalyananam Avikalanidhi. What is the nature of the gods? How do we understand the nature of the God? Original nature of the God. Is there no duplicate nature of the goddess? So you say now, already you saw that she possesses all auspicious qualities innumerable in number. Just like a husband, he has all unlimited number of auspicious characters. So Kalyananam Avikalanidhi. We have a treasure, we have a cumulative deposit in our bank account. When we take loan from the deposit, the amount of money gets reduced. But whereas the goddess is a treasure, Nidhi, Amikala Nidhi, irreducible, undiminishing wealth. What kind of wealth? We saw Mangalanam Prabandhan earlier verse. Mangalanam, Makatam Mangalanam Prabandhan, we saw in Two. Now here we say Kalyananam, same thing. Mangalanam, Kalyananam. Kalyanam doesn't mean marriage as now we understand. Kalyanam means Mangalam, auspiciousness, good things. So Kalyananam Avikalnidhi, Goddess Mahalakshmi is a treasure house with undiminishing quantity of treasure of all the auspicious objects. Then Kapi tea is not that. Kapi meaning indescribably great. Kapi means ka with who. Api means also even though, even and. But kapi means someone. Some lady is called kapi. Kapi means some lady means I don't know that lady. I don't know the name. I don't know the address. I don't know her relatives, father, mother, husband, children, and so on. But here it is indescribably great is the meaning of the word kapi, because I don't know how to say that about the lady. So I saw a lady. Can I say she was beautiful? Can I say she was rich? Without knowing the background, how can I say she was rich or she is beautiful or she has got more relatives, she has got more children, and so on. So indescribably great. Goddess is indescribably great. So Karunya Sima, she is the border of pity. Karunya, Visa Daya, Visa Daya. So Daya, pity, broad-mindedness. So Karunya Sima. So Sima is the border. She is the limit of sympathy. There is no one else other than Goddess Mahalakshmi better in what we call munificence, showing pity over others. Nitya Amoda. There are two types of spelling, splitting the word. Nitya Amoda, otherwise Nitya Moda. She is a sweet smelling lady. Because she is sitting in the lotus, not only he makes the lotus also sweet smelling. That is different. So Nitya forever, Amoda, she is a sweet smelling. Nitya Moda, she is always happy. Have you seen Goddess Mahalakshmi weeping in the temple or anywhere? Any roopam, any form. Even when she weeps, for example, Sita, Rukmini in the incarnations, it was all what we call acting. It was what we call in the disguise of showing the grief. Nitya Mother, she is ever happy, she is ever sweet smelling. Nigama Vachasa. So, what kind of sweet smell? So, it is from the books called scripture. Nigama means scripture. Vachas means words. So, Nigama Vachasa of the scriptural words. Mauli Mandara Mala. Mauli, the top, the crown, the head ornament. So what is the head ornament of the scriptures? Upanishads. So Upanishads are what? Are now imagined as Mandara Mala. Mandara is the name of a flower, yellow colored flower. Mala, garland. So garland of yellow flowers. What are the flowers called here? The flowers are Upanishads, Mauli, the top head of the Nigama Vachasam. I told you the four parts: Samhita, Aranyakam, Brahmanam, Aranyakam, and Upanishad. Upanishad is supposed to be called Jnana Kandam, the wisdom section, whereas all others are called action section, Karma Kanda. And therefore, so you find that all the Upanishads adore the goddess Mahalakshmi, and therefore they keep on their head Mahalakshmi's divine feet. Mauli Mandara Mala. And what type of property is she? Sampat Divya, Sampat wealth, riches, Divya divine. So already she is Abhikalanidhi, irreducible treasure. And she is the property of the Lord. Which Lord? Madhu Vijayana. Madhu, name of the demon. Vijayi, victor, one who was victorious over the demon. So Madhu Vijayana. This word came earlier in the first verse. Madhu Vijayana Sannidhattam Sada. Here it is Madhu Vijayana. Madhu Vijayana Bhushayanti Prakamya. That was the first verse. So, of Lord Mahavishnu, she is the divine property. Divya, divine Sampat property. So where should he be? Where should she be? Sada me Sannidhattam. That means in my heart she must reside. Will we forget? Yes, we are bound to forget. We tend to forget. We tend to forget, especially subjects for examination. When the exam approaches just tomorrow, we have a 11th hour study. As you go to the examination hall, your mind is empty. You have studied everything, but you forget something. The answers of the question paper. So forgetting is very easy. Forgetting. Suppose we remember all our previous birth, it is very dangerous. It is fortunate that God made us forget all our previous births. So may in me, here it is in me, instead of what we call Chaturthi or Shakti, we have Saptami Vibhakti, meaning. So Sada always, Sannidhatma, be present. So you must be ever present in me. My Jivatma, where is the Jivatma? In the heart. Yes, Angushta Matra Purusha. According to the size of your thumb, the Paramatma is there. So along with Paramatma, Mahalakshmi is there. So Sannidhattam Sadami. You should be in my heart always. Sa Esha Devi. Such a lady. We have been seeing the greatness of the lady, goddess, for the past 23 verses. So Sa Esha, such a great lady. Esha, this lady. Esha, that lady. So what is that this lady meaning? So we don't know how to describe her. So Devi goddess. Sakala Bhavana Prarthana Kamadhin. I said selfishness when I say Ekalaksham Dayaya, previous verse, 23rd. Ekalaksham Dayaya. I must be the single target, aim, goal for you. That's what we said. That's what 23 said. Now, what does he say? What does the author say? Sakala Bhavana Prarthana Kamadhenu. So Kamadhenu, you have heard about Kamadhenu, the divine cow. You have heard about Kalpaka Vriksha, the divine tree, fish yielding tree. You have heard about Chintamani, gem, which are satisfied your desires. You may know Akshaya Patram used by Draupadi in Mahabharata. Then you have Parijata Vriksha, otherwise called Kalpaka Vriksha. So all these can give many things that we want. But this Kamadhenu, namely Goddess Mahalakshmi, will give moksha. So Kamadhenu, this Kamadhenu will give moksha. The other Kamadhenus will not give. So Kamadhenu again, as I told you in the earlier, Pada Padmam. So you can take it as Rupakam, metaphorical statement or simile, Upama Alakara, and say she is like a Kamadhenu, fish shielding cow. So she satisfied whom? Prarthana, the prayer, Bhuvan and the world, Sakala Bhavana, all. We go to the next word because the time is up. Already 4:45, nearing 4:45. So this is what we call Phalashruti. Phalashruti is advantage of hearing. Not only advantage of hearing, advantage of reciting. Please remember, advantage of reciting is more important than advantage of hearing. You may hear and forget, but when you read it again and again, then you will remember for your life. This is my principle of life, to repeat what you call say these 25 verses at least one time in a day. That was my luck. That gave me a lot of benefits. So now, how did I do this? How did I write this 25 verses? Upachita Guru Bhakte, including this 25. So Upachita Guru Bhakte. I have seen my preceptors. My uncle was my preceptor. Abdullah was my preceptor. And my father was my preceptor. Guru. Guru means father. Guru means teacher. So I remembered all the previous preceptors like Natha Muni, Adavandar, Yamuna Muni, and Ramanuja Muni. So I know these three sages are my preceptors. I recognize them as my preceptors. Therefore, I increased my devotion. Upachita increased Guru, teacher, Bhakti, devotion. And therefore, Venkatesha, my name is Venkatesha. Utthitam, it came up. From my mouth, the verses came up. What for? Prajanam of the subjects. It is not for me alone. Already we saw that Sakala Bhavana, Prasthana, Kamadhenu, last line of the 24. So Kali Kalvisha in order to annul the troubles of the black era, Kali, black era. Kali is the yuga where we are living. Kalusha, the dirty things that happen around. The whole world is full of violence. Violence, you understand? Violence, shooting. So all this should get reduced. All of us should. 380 people registered in Vyoma, but only now I find 553. Therefore, all of us, even though you have not come to the class, these 380 people who have registered should follow these videos, 5 videos only for just for 5 hours, every day a few minutes allotted. Then you have a lot of time for WhatsApp, but we don't have time for reading Sristuti. So Kalikaltra Nivitte, in order to solve the problems of this black era, Prajanam of the people, Kalpamam, it has been imagined or rather written, it has been composed. Whose eulogy, stotram, etat stotram, this stotram, this what we call praise, this adoration. Sarasija Nilayaya, already Visakshi is sitting on the lotus. So Sarasija Nilayaya, Sarasi, Saras is lake, Saraha is lake, Sarasi means on the lake, on the pond. Sarasija is what is born out of the lake, namely lotus. Nilaya her station. So she is stationed in the lotus. Saraswati Nilayaya of the goddess Mahalakshmi who sits on the lotus. Stotram, this eulogy. Etat, this patantaha, those who read. Sakala Kusala Seema. What will they become? Their welfare will increase to the maximum. Sakala or Kushala welfare. Seemaha border. Already we saw Kapi Karunya Seema in 24. Kapi Karunya Seema. She is a border of compassion, we saw. Now we will become the border of welfare. That means nobody else will be there better than us while we recite Sristuti. We will all be happy. We will all be peaceful. We will all be helping others. So we will all be doing all good things, good actions. Then what will we become? Sarva Bhaumaha. That guy is missing because of conjunction. Sarva Bhaumaha. We all become emperors. We all become kings of our own land, queens of our own land. The master of the family, the mistress of the family. We all will obey us. We become monarchs. We become chakravartis. We become what we call king of kings, queen of queens, and so on. Sarva Bhaumaha. We get all kinds of wealth. And the example, the concrete example is the humbleness. Kavita ki kasamhaya, kalyana gunasavaya, Srimate Venkatesaya, Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Please wait for a few minutes, just a few minutes, a couple of minutes, so that a concluding remark will be given by Lakshman Raghuram of Vyoma Linguistics Labs Foundation. Please bite time. Please. Nagashri.
Ram. Namaste Andra.
Please come.
कृपया तत्र slide share स्थगयतु इति प्रार्थना.
Okay. We're online. Now, Sri Lakshman Raghuram is online. He represents now the Vyoma Linguistics Lab Foundation in organizing this Sristuti webinar, live webinar. Over to Lakshman.